Greetings, Sir William here in Singapore. Today I'm going to talk about 5 things that I hate about this city-state. First thing that I don't like about Singapore is that it is so expensive. It costs $30 for 2 protein drinks and 4 ice cream bars at 7-Eleven. It costs $40 for 4 protein drinks and a small pack of ibuprofen at 7-Eleven. Average mid-level hotel here costs $500 to $600 a night. What the f***? If you want to eat something other than street food at a hawker center, it'll cost you about $40 or $50 for a burger, fries, and a beer at what would be just a mid-level casual dining restaurant in other countries. It's so obnoxiously expensive. Some people say that Singapore is the most expensive country in the world, and I can believe that. It is so expensive, to me it's not worth it. The next reason I don't like Singapore is lack of creativity. Everything seems so synthetic and artificial and fabricated and commercial. There's no grassroots art happening here. Everything is top down. There's no bottom up art happening. Singapore has a really conformist culture, and so creativity is not really encouraged here. Seems like most of the sights to see are very artificial and fabricated and commercial and just not very authentic art. Like, got Marina Bay Sands, Gardens by the Bay, laser light show. It's all very corporate art. You don't really see any art on the street by average people. It's just not here. Asian culture overall is very conformist, but even when I compare Singapore to other very developed Asian countries with highly conformist cultures, like in Japan is much more artistic than Singapore. And Japan has several big artistic cultural exports that they've exported to the world that are very popular. No such thing exists with Singapore. I mean, you can get some authentic old culture here in Singapore with the Chinese temples and the Hindu temples, but in terms of modern art and creativity, nah. The next thing that I don't like about Singapore is that the people are not super friendly here. I'm sorry, I just gotta be honest. I don't get that warm feeling from the people like I do in Thailand and Vietnam. If you compare the mentality of people in Singapore to the US, that might be kind of similar, and that's one of the reasons that I left the US. On my first day here, I had some random guy on a bicycle shouting curse words at me. I don't know why. He was on a bike and I was walking. I don't know if he thought I was in his way or if he was hating on me because I was filming. But yeah, I've never had anything like that happen in Thailand. After feeling this vibe for the first few days, I decided to do some research online and I started talking to locals, and it confirmed that here there is kind of a general negative mentality toward other people. I think one of the reasons might be because of the oppressive work culture and the high pressure Chinese families that a lot of the Singaporeans grew up in. Even Singaporeans that I've talked to have said that their fellow Singaporeans can tend to be kind of jaded and cynical. They even have this well-known phrase here of sinky pone sinky, which refers to backstabbing people, talking crap about people, tearing other people down, and making sure they don't get ahead of you. So yeah, it definitely ain't the land of smiles. Yeah, people giving me the evil eye all over the place here. I left the US to get away from people fronting for no reason. The next thing that I don't like about Singapore is the weather. It is so hot here and super humid. It is oppressive. I am sweating. It is very similar weather to Thailand, which I don't even like there, but that's the only thing I don't like about Thailand. But yeah, it is very hot here. Some people like this kind of climate. I don't. And the last thing that I'll talk about that I don't like about Singapore is the crowds. Oh man, this is one of the most densely populated cities in the world, and you definitely feel it when you're here. The first day we were here, we tried to go to Sentosa, and there were so many people that we just abandoned the plan. I mean, if you're trying to go somewhere that's remotely popular on a weekend, forget about it. I wouldn't even be able to enjoy it. There's just so many people and so many crowds. The lines at the popular hawker center stalls can wrap around blocks. I mean, it's just, I don't like that. Not a fan of crowds, so yeah, it can kill the vibe for sure. Makes things much less enjoyable. All right, those are my 5 things that I don't like about Singapore. Let me know in the comments if there's anything you don't like about Singapore, or if you have a quarrel with some of the things that I said. I could be wrong about some of this stuff for sure. I've only been here for a week, but these are just some of the vibes I've been getting and things that I've noticed. All right, see you later.